Hey, it's Andy with the Reverb's Home Report. Today I'd like to show you a new pedal from Eventide that showcases one of their most famous reverb algorithms. It's the Black Hole. Eventide's Black Hole reverb algorithm has been a longtime favorite for musicians and engineers, from its inception in the 4000 series harmonizer to the H8000 and later with the Space and H9 pedals. The Eventide Black Hole pedal offers this trademark algorithm in an easy-to-use package, with no menus to get lost in, but every bit as powerful. The classic parameters are all retained via 6 knobs, each with a secondary function. Normal and inverse decay are adjusted by the gravity, while the size of the virtual space and feedback govern the dimensions, which can go on for infinity. Plus, with the freeze foot switch, you can instantly regenerate the tails big or small and create never-ending pads to play over. Low and high EQ give you the option to fine-tune the tone, while the resonance for these filters can be added via the Q. Finally, modulation depth and rate in the secondary parameters adds subtle movement to the reverb tails, a great way to separate the dry and wet signals. The Eventide Black Hole gives you 5 presets found in cascading LEDs, or 127 presets via MIDI. Manipulating these huge spaces in real time is easy with an expression pedal plugged in, where heel and toe presets allow you to command one or groups of parameters to keep those performances fluid. The Eventide Black Hole is housed in a compact, rugged enclosure with full stereo ins and outs and selectable guitar and line levels, and you can find it right here on Reverb. I think one of the things that really sets this pedal apart from other reverbs is that gravity parameter. So I'm going to back off on the feedback, the depth, and increase the mix so you can hear exactly what the gravity is doing in its clockwise and counterclockwise positions. As you can tell, when you increase the gravity, the reverb is more immediate and there's just a harder attack. And when you get closer to 12 o'clock, it's still a forward decay, but it's a little bit more of a swell. Now, when you do below 12 o'clock, it's a whole different story. Check this out. Now let's get that dry signal back in the mix and explore what the size and the feedback does to the reverb sound. So you hear sort of a glassy sound as you increase the size. Now let's increase the feedback and see how that extends it into infinity when you crank it up. Alternatively, you could just use the freeze switch with any setting and just get a nice solid pad in the background and play over it with a dry signal. Now there's still pre-delay and modulation to explore, but since I'm in preset mode, I'm just going to go to the second preset which already has delay in it, and then we'll adjust things from there. And if you're wondering how this new black hole pedal stacks up against, say, the H9 Max, I have one here, and I've dialed in some very similar settings. I have some subtle modulation, and I'm not using a lot of pre-delay. Well, that's a look at Eventide's most sought-after reverb algorithm in a very simple stompbox. And you can find it right here on Reverb. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.